Hey Chilliwack, I have bad news for you. If you were trying to time the real estate market, you have missed it. Trying to time the market means you have to be somewhat contrarian and actually go out shopping for a home when few other people want to. And in Chilliwack's case, that was just this past November, December, and January. Welcome to my May 2023 market update for the area of Chilliwack, where we look at the local real estate market and then talk about what it means for you as a buyer or seller. I already mentioned that this past winter was where we saw prices bottom out in the local real estate market. During those past winter months, the benchmark price for a detached home in Chilliwack area was about $850,000 to $820,000. But now just recently, we've seen that price rise up to $846,000. As for townhouses, the benchmark price came in at about $550,000 in the winter months. Now we're seeing it up around $600,000. So while we have seen these benchmark prices come up slightly in the past few months, it's not drastic, it is quite a slight increase. Now, why did we see these prices rebound again? Although we didn't see interest rates come down, we did see interest rates level off, which gave buyers the confidence to come back into the market and start searching for homes again. At the same time, however, we didn't see sellers show up to list their homes. We actually seen a decrease in inventory or new listings, when typically this time of year is the busiest time of year for new listings coming on market. Now, to give you an idea of how drastic this change in the number of new listings for the spring market was, here are some numbers. Last April, we saw 660 new listings hit the market. This April, we only saw 460. And for the month of March, last year we saw 880 new listings hit the market. This March, we only saw 450 new listings hit the market. So as you can see, there's a huge difference in the number of new listings coming to market while all these new buyers are coming out of the woodwork. So when you really look at the numbers here in Chilliwack, it's really just basic supply and demand that's causing this upward pressure on real estate prices at the moment. Now, I'm definitely curious as to why we're not seeing more sellers list their properties. My guess is that currently there's a lot of homeowners that are locked into interest rates below 2%. And they're concerned that if they sell their house now, they're going to be having to purchase a new home and get into a new mortgage that is now at or above 5%. Of course, there's a lot more stats I could share here, but that is the big picture of what we're seeing happening in the Chilliwack real estate market in May of 2023. And now I want to talk about what the current market means for you as a buyer or a seller. So back in January, I was telling people that it was a great time to be a buyer. Now I'm telling people it's a great time to be a seller, because the market really has done a 180 that quickly. Let's start off with buyers. If you're a buyer, realize that right now there's a decent number of buyers out there and not a lot of listings coming to market. So you're gonna be one of these buyers that's vying to get into one of these homes. And I have a few pieces of advice for you if you're a buyer. Right now, you have to move quick. You can't wait for the open house. You need to go look at the property as soon as it comes on market if you want to have a chance at getting it. Number two, be fully prepared, have all your financing, have everything lined up so that you can write a competitive offer. Number three, be prepared to compete. By the time you're ready to write an offer on that home, there's a good chance that there's gonna be one or two or three other buyers that also wanna write an offer on that home, and that seller is gonna be looking at the best of all those offers. Number four is be persistent and realize you might have to make some concessions on the home that you want. And now let's talk about sellers. So what we're actually seeing in the current market with this high demand for homes, with all the buyers out there, is that some sellers are choosing to put a delay of offers on their home. And in some scenarios I recommend it, in other scenarios I don't. What a delay of offers is they put the house on the market one day, and maybe 4, 5, 6 days later is when they set a date that they're gonna view all offers at once. Now, this could be a good strategy for your home, but regardless of whether you're doing a delay of offers, I would definitely recommend you to be pricing your home at the current market value. Buyers are still price sensitive just due to higher interest rates, so trying to reach for that unrealistic price is still not gonna work, even though there's few buyers in the current market. Now, what if you're trying to make a lateral move in the current market? That means you're trying to sell your home and then purchase another home. If that's you, I have a couple recommendations. First off, because of the current market scenario, you're probably not gonna be able to do a subject to sale offer. That means purchase a home that's subject to sale of your current home. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I am saying it's gonna be a whole lot more difficult than it was 3 or 4 months ago. So what should you do? You should get your home on the market, get it listed, try to get it sold, or at least get an accepted offer on it, and then you can go out looking at homes and write an offer on something that you want to purchase. Also, when you're selling your house, try to get as long of a completion as possible, so maybe 3 months out, 3.5 months out, to give you that time to find a home to purchase. In the event that you cannot find a home to purchase before yours is sold, make sure that you have a plan B. That means finding an Airbnb, finding a rental, or finding somewhere with family to live for those couple months that you might need before you find the home to purchase. It's not likely that you're gonna need this plan B, but definitely have it in your back pocket. Thank you for watching my May 2023 market update for Chilliwack District. Make sure that you're subscribing, liking, and following so you don't miss any of my future videos.